YouTube was It's your boy Zell back with another banger in this video. Keith Thurman says, I signed my contract and it had Errol Spence's name on it. Let's get it. In an interview, Keith Thurman said a whole lot. I'm going to do a little reading in this video. Keith Thurman said, let's make it happen, baby. I signed my contract. It had Errol Spence's name on it. I signed my side. His side never signed, and then he shifted away to get the money with Terrence Crawford. Okay. He also said, I'm not mad at him. I understand the sport. I understand the politics. I understand moments in time. And sometimes you do this instead of that. I don't know why. It's a fight that should have been happening. We've been under the same management team a long time, obviously. I'm going to talk about that. He also said, I thought he was coming up on me and lost. Once I lost the titles, he was about to fight Pacquiao. His fight fell out with Pacquiao due to his eye injury because he was unifying, trying to get all the belts and trying to do the whole thing. He says, so if I didn't have the belt, he didn't have to chase my name no more, and he could let me go off to the side. The fight when Fedora fell off, I really don't think. Oh, he said Errol Spence fight with Fedora fell out. He also says, I really don't need the Tim Tszyu fight. I just think it's a decent fight if I'm going to stay active and busy. If Tim Tszyu doesn't win in his comeback fight, and he has 3 losses in a row, I don't know how much excitement I can milk out of that cow. He also said, bro, this nigga is talking a lot. He says, from that scenario, I would love to negotiate as soon as I'm back in the States for the Spence fight in Dallas, in Vegas, whatever. I'll easily negotiate that fight right after this initial comeback fight. So if we can make that happen, let's make it happen. He would love the matchup. It's always been interesting in sharing the ring with a great champion like Errol. The truth is, you fought everybody, but you ain't fight me. That's the truth. Damn, this nigga talk a lot. All right, I'm about to unpack all of what he said. First of all, he says he signed a contract and it had his name on it, but Errol didn't sign. Yeah, that was purposeful. The reason Errol Spence did that to you is because you did it to him first. You never wanted to give him an opportunity. That's why he didn't want to give you an opportunity. He said, I'll never fight Keith Thurman because Keith never gave him an opportunity. So, I mean, when you play political games, other guys can play it back. You feel me? Was that the best idea? No, because he let emotions get in the way of business. Errol Spence let emotions get in the way of business. But Keith Thurman was playing weird political games, and he pissed off Errol Spence. So honestly, I don't like Keith Thurman. I'm gonna tell you, I don't like him. I don't like Keith Thurman because he delayed the fight for so long. If he would have gave Errol Spence the opportunity sooner, the fight would have been happened. Point blank. Period. That's like in business. Once you screw somebody over, what gives them the incentive to want to do business again with you? There's no incentive to want to do business with you again if you screw them over. You feel me? You never gave him an opportunity, so he just supposed to jump up and give you an opportunity. Keith Thurman, that's not how this shit work. I hate boxing politics because it leads to this. And I do respect Keith saying he wants to fight now. I respect it, but it still pisses me off because this is what it leads to. Like I said, 2 old damaged fighters about to fight when they old and out of their prime. Now, tell me when the fight was more important. When both of these guys was young, in their prime and champions, or now, when they old, can't make fights, having 2-3 year layoffs. Like, come on, the fight not is nowhere as big now as it would have been. Now y'all just 2 old guys out of their prime trying to get a paycheck. Let's be honest. But outside of the politics, I want to talk about who do I think wins this fight. And honestly, it's really an easy answer to the question. Even though Errol Spence my favorite fighter, can Errol Spence even make it to the ring? Right? Does he still have that volume and pressure like he did in 2020? Is he still that Errol Spence? Because he gonna need to be that Errol Spence to beat Keith Thurman. I need answers to these questions. And honestly, I respect Keith Thurman taking a tune-up, and I think Errol Spence should take a tune-up as well. If I was Errol Spence, I would have been beating the hell out of tune-ups, getting easy paychecks, showing them that I'm still Errol Spence. But after Crawford, he never came back. I would have been beating the hell out them tune-ups. I would have been beating them tune-ups brutally. Like, I'm Errol Spence, I'm here. That's what I would have been doing. But he been out the ring so long. Keith Thurman coming back after a long layoff to fight a tune-up. But if Errol Spence can't get back in time and he let Keith Thurman keep getting easy fights under his belt, I think Keith Thurman gonna be too warmed up for him. You feel me? And prime for prime, I think Keith Thurman had a good opportunity to land that left hook, but I think Errol Spence had an even better chance at punching Keith Thurman in his body, and we saw that he was weak to the body I forgot what fight it was when he spit his mouthpiece out after getting punched in his stomach. I forgot what fight that was, but prime, I think Errol would have won. That's my opinion. I think Errol would have won. Prime in a primes. Now I think Keith Thurman got the advantage because he returning sooner. Um, Errol Spence ain't been in the ring in 2.5 years. It's crazy how long it's been. It was in the summer of 2023 when he fought Bud. It's going on 2 years, bro. Yeah, it's going on 2 years. He ain't been in the ring. It's bad. It's bad. Being out the ring for longer than a year is always bad. So yeah, bro. Now I just think Keith Thurman got the advantage because he coming back. But in their prime, I think Errol would have won. I think Errol would have did it to him. But hey, if the fight can happen, make it happen. You feel me? Better late than never. But it's just funny to me because I said this in a lot of my videos. I said this about AJ Fury. I said this about AJ versus Wilder. When you delay the best fighting the best, they still gonna have to fight each other. Either they still gonna have to fight each other when they old, or they're never gonna fight. You feel me? And it's just so stupid when you duck the best guys in your prime. What's the point of being a prime pound for pound fighter if you don't fight other prime pound for pound fighters? What's the point? You're just wasting your career. You could have made your biggest payday in your prime, and you could have still had more time to come back, even if you lost. Now y'all old as hell, and y'all about to risk y'all life in a ring again, coming off hella injuries. Not this fight, not as fun as it would have been. You feel me? And if I'm Keith Thurman, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed of Keith Thurman. Cause he too damn old to be calling out Errol Spence when he could have did it when he was in his prime. See, it don't pay to play politics in boxing. Just fight the best. It don't pay to play politics. Just fight the best. And that's pretty much where I'm at with it, man. Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, and share this, man. Hit the post notification bell, man. Till next time.